This is FNX.
So for our viewers, if you are unfamiliar with Chicagoland area, we are on the Dan Ryan Expressway, which, as the flashing billboards like to fucking tell us every 2 fucking feet, there have been 767 deaths on this fucking expressway this year alone. And I mean, it just makes you feel good and nice and safe as you're driving down the nice, lovely highway of death.
Anything you'd like to say to your girlfriend if she ever finds this tape?
Gina, I love you. If I don't make it back, just know that I didn't have to pay the $1.30 toll.
Same thing for Angela. Happy anniversary. It's been a great 6 months.
We would have loved to have made
Mom and Dad. Oh man, love you, Grandma.
I really hate this expressway.
Love you, everybody, for Blizz-Con.
Whoever says that this fucking city is great city needs to die. Chicago sucks dong.
It's all grown up.
Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
I need money.
Thank God we made it out of Chicago fucking live.
Yeah, what time is it?
I don't know.
Well, it is 8:45. We left at 3.
We left my house at about 2:45.
Should probably tell them what we did.
So we left my house at 2:45 a.m. this morning, Central Time, to take our cohort, Thor H-13, to the airport so he could catch a plane to Blizz-Con.
Yeah.
We have since then learned when we dropped him off, his plane left at 7:25. We dropped him off at 7 because there was abhorrent traffic.
Yeah, is there any Chicago drivers out there? Do you know about the Dan Ryan?
Yeah, that was god fucking awful. We almost died so many times.
Yeah. Yeah, so we survived that. We got to the airport to figure out that he was 5 minutes late and the plane took off without him.
No, he wasn't 5 minutes late. We come to find out that the plane left 5 minutes early.
Yeah.
And while he was going through security, the plane left with his bag in tow. So, his bag is on his way to Los Angeles.
Anaheim, California.
And he is not.
Yeah.
And they can't get him on a plane till tomorrow, so unfortunately the big man's got to spend a night in Chicago. Hooray for him.
He's Tom Hanksing it up. Living in the terminal tonight.
We, on the other hand, are on the last leg of the trip home.
By the way, it's probably about 5 minutes in by now. We should introduce ourselves.
Yeah, if you don't know who we are by now, though, fuck you.
Yeah.
Should have watched the podcast by now. Anyway, I am the Double A Ron.
And now I guess you can call me Shitface Dave.
Shitface Dave.
All right, let's tell you the story about why I'm now Shitface Dave. For at least this one. All right, I went over to Aaron's house for a diaper party because I'm having twins and we need a lot of them. Which, thank you for all the diapers, by the way. There are no diapers.
Yeah, no one showed up, man.
Well, I mean, we had a couple people there. We were all playing.
It was supposed to be they bring the diapers, I supply the beer. Well, I supplied the goddamn beer.
Yeah. You probably should have put the vodka away before I got there. But, all right, so we're playing beer pong in Double A Ron's garage. And everything's fine. Everything's cool. We're having a great night. And then...
Disaster struck.
I started drinking. I made a joke about, we should play liquor pong. And we were like, oh no, that would totally fuck us up. And we're just joking around. Aaron leaves the garage. And one of our friends, can we name his first name?
Yeah, why not?
All right, his name's Tyler. He has the bright idea. Okay.
The ever so bright idea.
My back was turned. I turn around. He's pouring vodka into all the beer cups. And first of all, I was like, what the fuck? Because he's pouring them into our side too, so that's what we got to drink. So I said, if I'm going to drink it, everyone's going to drink it. So I started pouring it in everybody else's. And granted, I know the rule. You don't mix them together. You don't mix beer and liquor. I know that. All right? And I can handle beer really good. I can handle liquor very good. But if it's already in the cup, I'm going to drink it. Moral of the story, I'm going to do it just to prove that I can. And I didn't. I couldn't.
You could not.
So, we start playing, and AA Ron's just too fucking good at beer pong or some shit, because they start annihilating us. And I'm pounding down these cups of vodka beer. And Tyler has one. He's like, no, I can't do this anymore. This is gross. So
now, bear in mind, I have no idea this entire time that this is going on.
Oh, yeah, he was gone. He came back, then we resumed play. Tyler said he couldn't do any more vodka beer after like one cup. I said, fuck it, I'm going to drink yours on our team's behalf. So I started drinking all the vodka beer because we're just losing. I'm getting more and more drunk. And I end up disqualifying our team or something like that.
Yeah, because you knocked over the rest of the cups.
Yeah, so the rule is I have to drink everybody's. So I'm pretty much down 10 to 15 cups of vodka beer. And after that, it's pretty much blurry.
Well, at first you sat down on the couch and started laughing for absolutely no reason.
Yeah.
And then when I asked you why you were laughing, you asked me why I cared so much.
And you knew something was wrong.
And then the second thing is when we set up another game of beer pong for the rest of the people who weren't getting so fucking shit-faced to play. You just came over and you just like knocked a bunch of you were like, no, I'm gonna play. And you just knocked over a shit ton of cups.
I don't remember. The thing is, I ended up in the house, and I remember this, but I don't remember how I got from the garage to the house. Did I walk?
No, I carried you into the fucking house.
I don't remember it. But the thing was, all right, Tyler didn't want to drink his, and I ended up drinking all of your guys's. So I was pretty fucking smashed. And okay, here's the rule. What is it? Beer before liquor. Never been sicker.
Liquor before beer, you're in the clear.
I have a new one. If you drink both of them, you reenact The Exorcist in your friend's living room. Because everything was fine. They're like, Dave, you okay? Well, I was pale white. I was ghost white.
He had no color in his face and no color in his hands all the way up to his fucking elbows.
All I could do was a thumbs up or I'm okay. And then all of a sudden, projectile vomit just all over my fucking self. I threw away my shoes, by the way. They were ruined.
We actually threw away, I threw away my rug.
Oh, you did? I feel bad for that.
I threw away my rug. I had to triple clean the sheets that were there. It was bad.
Yeah. And then you ended up calling my wife. She came over.
Yeah, she came over because I was going to take him to the hospital because I thought he was going to die.
Yeah.
And Angela, his wife, came over and she just kind of took you home from there. We kind of let you sit in the chair for a little while and puke.
Yeah, I puked so much. I do remember you and Westicles helping me in the car and buckling me in. Even though I was drunk, I did blush with that. That was very sweet. I remember a little bit of the car ride home, but then I got home and my dad helped me out of the car. And he's like, Angela's like, is he okay? He's like, he'll be fine. And my dad's an old Navy guy. Short story, they used to call him Ralph in the Navy because he was a drinker, really bad drinker. So he's like, he'll be fine. So I'm on the couch and a million times, you okay? You want to go to bed? I'm cool. I reach for the bucket, which I still have from your house, but it's not the bucket. I have a pug and she wears a harness. I'm yanking on the harness. Angela's laughing hysterical, so she's not telling me that that's the pug. And I end up puking on my pug.
Oh, Munchie. You puked on Munchie.
Yeah, I puked on Munchie. And and then the next thing I know, I don't have any clothes on, and I'm
next thing you know, you're about to get slapped by a fine by PETA.
Yep. And
that's animal cruelty.
I'm doing a fucking nosedive into bed, and I think I really hurt my arm because it was insanely painful the next morning. But that's my drunk story. Like I said, I can handle beer very well, liquor very well. On that night when Tyler was just like, put the fucking vodka in, I'm like, okay, let's do it. We're doing it. And we did.
And we shouldn't have.
No, we shouldn't have. No.
So now on to current events. We're both exhausted.
Yeah, I'm really tired.
That's the best way to put that. And I mean, making it home is going to be a chore. I don't know how far away we are from where I want to be, but I know it's not close enough.
No. Yeah,
It's close enough for me to still hate my life. So,
well, you were doing that before you even got out of bed. Hating your life.
oh man, I'm so tired.
What, I don't even really know what to talk about because I'm so fucking tired. This podcast, we should probably apologize for in the future. Because it's just, we already knew there was going to be a lot of zoning out.
What we should talk about is Pee Wee Herman.
Oh yeah, we were talking about Pee Wee Herman on the way here. Wondering if do you think he's on a sexual offenders list currently today?
You know, I don't know. I don't think so. And when I found out that it was a porno theater that he was at,
Yeah.
I don't think there were any children around, so I don't think he'll be on a sex offender list. But I think we should give the guy a break. I mean, come on. He went to a porno
What are you
theater.
supposed to do? But with that being said, if you're Pee Wee Herman, jerk off at home. You know, like, if you're any celebrity, if you're known, like, even if, like, this podcast were to get big and we had a following, I would not go out in public and start jerking off. Second of all, how can you do that? Because I get how you can go to like a porn store and like, or a booth, you know, one of those jerk off booths or something.
Yeah.
I can't just grab a thing of popcorn and a cherry Coke and start whacking off in the third row at a porno theater.
I don't know, man. You know, you get into the back row and...
Yeah, but, okay. I'm guilty when I jerk off in my room. Okay, that after jerk off guilt.
That shame.
Yeah, the shame. Imagine after, you know, a showing of Deep Throat at the local theater, you jerk off and you got to make that walk of shame afterwards.
Well, you know, sometimes you just got to let it out, man.
You just got to keep your head up high.
You just gotta embrace the fact that we're all filthy, disgusting things.
We are at the top of the food chain, you know. We just put our head up high and realize.
I don't know. I rarely ever get that that after wank guilt.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, what is there to feel guilty about?
Well, I mean, I have to pep talk myself before I do it. I'm like, Dave, you're gonna do this, and you're not gonna feel bad about it. You might even go for seconds. And then I jerk off, and then when I finish, I just feel so fucking bad.
Why do you feel so bad?
I don't. Maybe it's because of like a church upbringing or something like that. That I just feel like everyone knows. That's the thing. I feel like everybody knows. I feel like they can smell it on me. I feel like I've left a tissue somewhere.
So, I mean, here's the thing for me though. Like, so what if they do know? Like, if I walk out of the room and there's like everybody I know is out there telling me, like, laughing at me, like, you know, doing the fake congratulations. Like, I'm gonna take those as real congratulations because, like, you guys all showed up to laugh at me for jerking off. Clearly, you should have better things to do. But me jerking off was that big of a deal. You're damn right. Everybody knows.
Well, I mean, if you jerking off draws a crowd, then be proud of it. But, you know, I don't think anybody's gonna want to, you know, rally up together and watch me jerk off.
It's not really the watching part. It's just the knowing.
The knowing, yeah.
And if everybody's going to take time out of their lives to know when and when I do not jerk off.
Well, that's a secret that you have to keep. You have to keep in the bat cave.
I am fucking falling asleep.
All right, don't fall asleep. All right. But
I don't know if there's any stopping it, Dave. It's going down. Open this window for a second. That didn't help at all. Just made me mad.
Something about talking about masturbation just sends you into dreamland.
Sent me right to sleep. Oh, that was good. Time for bed. Should pull over one of these farmhouses and see if one of these nice people will let us use their hay loft or something.
like Wolverine Origins.
Yeah, fuck.
Fucking.
I
stay
suck
in the
your
bar.
dick for your hayloft. I just want to go to sleep.
You don't need to do that. I'll just give you the hayloft. Now I insist. Let me have it. I will suck.
I
your
need
dick.
to do something. Let me suck your dick.
My friend here, he'll eat your asshole. He loves eating grown men's asses. Oh man, road trips.
I would apologize for the graphic nature of our podcast, but I am so far down. I don't give a fuck Boulevard.
Yeah,
It's not even funny.
that is up to FNX to put that disclaimer. If Kane and Ryan listen to this, that is totally up to you.
Yeah, you should definitely put a disclaimer.
But, yeah, I don't really know what else to talk about. We have Pee Wee Herman and my drunk story. What have you been up to lately? Watching anything, playing anything new?
Not really.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Well, I will say that I did rent the new WWE game. It sucked.
2K15, that's
Yeah.
out already?
Well, it's out for the PS3 and 360. They don't have the My Career mode, so it's like already like, fuck this
Oh, why
game.
don't they have that?
Because it was like janky or something was wonky with it, and they wanted to make sure it was fixed before they released it, and I guess that wasn't in time for the PS3, 360, you know,
The release?
versions.
That
It
sucks,
will
'cause
be
that's the-
released. That was the only reason I wanted
Yeah,
to
that's
play
the only
it.
reason anybody wants to buy it.
So the PS3 and 360 versions do not have the My Career. The new game that does have the My Career, which is only on PS4 and Xbox One, that comes out November 18th, I believe it is.
Okay, yeah. That's the only reason anybody wants to buy it. Because even Sting, you can't even get Surfer Sting unless you pre-order it.
Right.
So it's like, there's no reason to really buy the game.
I mean, like, the graphics are okay, and, like, the gameplay is smoother, but it's still just, you know, it's just not, it's not anything different than WWE 2K14 because there's no My Career, there's none of the cool shit,
Yeah.
so there's no real difference other than that.
So, like, how was 2K? Like, last year they bought it and they just kind of made a carbon copy because they had no time. Could you see 2K's involvement in this one? Or was it just...
It's too hard to tell without the My Career.
Yeah. I bet that's where they put all their time. But, me...
Without the My Career, that's a staple of their sports franchise. It's just kind of hard to tell.
I haven't been playing any games really. Well, I bought God of War 1 and 2, but that's like really old news.
Yeah.
I'm sad when it comes to games. I'm like stuck in 2011 when it comes to video games. But I have been watching a lot of TV, like what was it? Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
I love that show.
I've been watching a lot of that. The Thundercats is always something that's just on at my house.
Fuck, it's so funny.
Because you were like sleeping.
I told you, man, I'm falling asleep like it's happening. This is happening like the fappening.
This could very well be the last podcast. Right before we have like a whole month of guests. Because this is being recorded before this. There might be a disclaimer that says, you know...
Last
Double A
podcast,
Ron is-
by the way, this is now a snuff film. Because
Yeah.
Double A Ron fell asleep at the wheel and everybody died.
All of a sudden, the camera's just gonna like turn because it's gonna be me holding it while the car flips into a fucking ditch. Holy shit!
Hopefully we can do a slow motion effect before we die and it can look like Anchorman 2.
I haven't seen Anchorman 2 yet.
It's a phenomenal movie.
Yeah, I was all over Anchorman 1. That's actually the reason why I got into video making is Anchorman 1. But I haven't seen number 2 yet.
Number 2 is pretty good.
Number 2.
Hey, number 2. Oh, I think we're gonna have to pull over.
You should have stopped at that Casey's.
Where was Casey's?
It was at that intersection.
Oh, shit. Well, onward we go then.
To the next Casey's.
To the next fucking asshole.
I don't even know if the camera can see you. It's just a mustache.
I don't care.
I don't care anymore.
I don't care anymore.
To anybody listening to the audio, I'm sorry. If you haven't checked us out on video yet, by now, do it. Because it's a lot better. You can actually see our beautiful faces. You can see Ranger Rick out of character. Sometimes in character if it gets bad enough.
Sometimes. But you know what? That's it for me, man. I got nothing else.
All right.
So that's going to wrap up this very short edition of the podcast. I apologize, but I'm just too tired. I really have to focus on driving, or me and Dave are going to die.
All right, we'll see you later, guys.